The World GT Championship descends on the Nurburgring tonight here on Apex Racing TV, and we are so excited to be bringing you all the action from the 3 rounds at this very famous German circuit. We've been lucky enough to visit that circuit. Andrew Woodhouse and Alex Simpson with you. And Alex, like I said, we've been here before ourselves. It's a great place to watch a race and to drive round as well.
Fantastic circuit. Yeah, been a few times now, haven't we? And yeah, racing's always good around here. Great venue. Yeah, modern, all the latest stuff. So great sort of exhibition centre to the back of the track as well. So much going on all the time. So yeah, worthwhile taking a visit. You know, if you fancy a little trip somewhere in Europe to watch a race.
The Racing Expo here as well, being held in September, but now it's the small matter of the World GT Championship, in fact, and Nico Foggy leading the way by 83 points over David Baker in second and Diogo Melro lying in third. Ross McFarlane fourth and Chris Wood in fifth. Northern Lights Racing leading the Teams Championship. Gives me with CQR Club in second, CQR Race Hub in third. Here qualifying, how that transpired. Nico Foggy, Championship leader on pole position. Great performance by Christian Rose in the Ferrari in P2. Ross McFarlane in third. And then fourth for David Baker. So, been good for him. Those overcast conditions, Alex, and mean a slightly cooler circuit here for the guys.
Yeah, will be. Which will be good for the tyres. You know, they can just go at it. You know, absolutely hammer and tong. Although they're not really an issue with this sort of sprint race format. So, but yeah, just a bit more grip for the guys out there. So should be really come down to you know, who can get power down the best out of the corners. Traction control really should come into too much play because there'll be that much grip out there.
A heads up, I do have some graphics issues, so if I do call the wrong car, I do apologise in advance. Nico Foggy's going around the Coca-Cola curve and he's away. Good start with the McLaren of Baker as well, really. Oh, and there's another McLaren, Pete Harrod, trying to go to the inside wall with Davy Winterbols. Winterbols needs to close the angle. And he does. Harris trying to go around the outside of him into turn one. Good move there from Christian Rose. Having a look for the lead. Or for the second place, sorry, side by side. Ross McFarlane. That looks like that's worked pretty nicely for the Ferrari as he comes out of the corner on the preferred line. More momentum. Should have this into Ford curve. Yeah.
Oh, he's still giving a bit of room to Ross.
He's giving too much room.
Yeah, Ross just pokes his nose back up there. He'll have the better drive now, and the inside line.
Yeah, he had to cut that off, didn't he? And the power of the Mercedes as well. Throwing him down to the Dunlop curve more effectively. Yeah, he really had to just... He had that done, didn't he? He had it. And he just let it slip, but now he's through. But he's going to get the run. Brown's going to get the run. He's going to have to defend this, otherwise Gottsman's going to be right back through again. Oh, and he loses it, and that might be race over for him. But Rose, as he's been collected.
Someone was always going to hit him there when he on the racing line.
Bart Dowman got the most of that.
Big issue for lots of people.
Got an impact on the front and on the rear. Yeah. The way to ruin a race with the spin. It's so hard.
There's still people hitting each other out there.
It sounds like Josh Thompson's had an issue.
Davey Whitballs, and I think that's Michael Hall. That was something else. I'm not sure what that was. Let's see if we can get a little glimpse of that, and then we'll get back to the. There was just this huge Constantino effect, wasn't there? After that, and
Josh Thompson in the Mercedes. Are you allowed to change car?
I didn't think you were.
I don't think you're allowed to change car. We need to have a word, I think. I don't know if the admins have permitted that or not, but I guess we'll find out after this race. Doing all right in the Beamer, was Thompson, but I guess he's fed up with it. Foggy leads by 3 seconds already.
It really come down to that first lap. You know, those guys are fighting behind, and he was able just to scamper away, really.
frustrating for the rest of the field, but I guess it's just what happens sometimes on iRacing, isn't it? You know, that's life, that's sim racing. Mistake by Rose, and that was all it took. It's a shame as well because he's managed to throw away the best qualifying position of the season for him, and pretty much equalled the best that Ferrari had done all season as well.
Just
Ashley Blake Hood going well, as is Paul Smith. 9 positions gained for the BMW driver. Sorry, 6 positions gained, up to 9th place. Sorry.
Right, sorry about this. I'm just all settling down after what was a frantic prep time with the server, our server dropping off.
Yeah, that's why we were a little bit late in.
Happy to have been able to make it at all. Dave Baker recovering, having a little bit of an attack on Melrose now as well. Oh, Blake Hurd, we commented on him just a moment ago.
He's gone.
To get out of it. Spun at the chicane. Of course, we're using the it's the Blancpain layout, isn't it? So it's slightly quicker.
It's at least the Blancpain. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But it's quicker. I'm not a fan of the layout though, because
I do agree with you. I think
it's better to drive.
I think it takes away that overtaking opportunity. You know, there's a couple of good ones here, and yeah, that was one of them. And when it's quick through there, and I tell you what, it's very easy to get slow down through there and pick up the 1X's. So the guys will have to watch that.
It might be fractionally better to drive. You know, a little bit more enjoyable. It's a better corner, I think. But yeah, it just means that if you get the out of that middle sector, which means you can't really do a lot with it. There's a move here. Jeroen Kaiser trying to take 8th place away from Dennis Melcher. He does. So the Dutchman moving up into 8th place. Then you've got now slow down for Baker. Jake Blackall goes through. Blackall up into 5th place, and Diogo Melrose right on the back of Pete Harrod, and this is for the last spot on the podium using that Mercedes power, but he's got nowhere to go through. 100 miles an hour now, that chicane. It's from a 40 mile an hour chicane to 100 miles an hour, which means that it's so much harder to overtake. It's a 20-minute race. We've got 3 rounds tonight, and the last 2 will be decided by reverse grids, of course. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Nico Foggy maintaining this brilliant run so far in race 1s. At least he is doing up until this point.
Yeah, you want to cuss him as well.
Yeah, so far in race 1 this season, he's finished 1st, 2nd, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 4th, 1st, 1st, and he's currently 1st again. Really is the class of the field at the moment, Nico Foggy. I wonder, it'd be interesting to know really how he's so quick, because fast drivers in this field absolutely destroying them every single week nearly. And we know how good the championship driver David Baker is, and even he will struggle to stay within 100 points by the end of tonight's race meeting. It really is a commanding performance, and I know it's and going forward, Alex, I mean, I don't know if he does take part in any of the official GT races, but he could be a serious contender in some of the Blancpain events if with the right teammates. Yeah,
I think you're right. I think he could. Be good to see. I mean, some people obviously come in, they just do league racing, but it'd be nice to see Nico compete in some of the bigger.
Doesn't make mistakes either.
No, relentless.
You know, when he's at least on his own, doesn't make any mistakes. We've seen a couple when he's been coming through the field, but I think that's just natural for things like that to happen. But he just ticks the laps off. He's super consistent. He's one of the most consistent drivers I've seen, lap by lap, on iRacing, full stop. So now, you know, that's the one the one guy that's got forced into pro that I kind of agree with in the end, because that was that was super good performance last season. Dennis Melcher.
That's it. Thank you.
All right. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, good little battle there.
Dennis trying to get as much longevity out of that old 4 GT. As for Alton Smith as well. He spins in the arena section, Paul Smith. Arguably where the BMW is at its strongest. But that time not so strong for the Yorkshireman. Now he's down. Josh Thompson's just gone round the outside of an Audi. David White. Thompson using the Mercedes to good effect, but I don't think
he had damage as well. Just to pick up on that before the incident, so maybe that's sort of not helping.
Gone on there because he didn't have that earlier on. Yeah, I'm not sure that that's really in the spirit of the competition with Josh Thompson. I must admit, going in the Mercedes.
Yeah, I haven't got his livery, I'm afraid.
Not exactly what it's supposed to be, I don't think.
Kaiser with an issue?
Although I could be wrong. Could have sorted something out and I don't know about it, so... Pete Harrod using all the curve through the chicane. On to lap 6 he goes, and Nico Foggy also on to lap 6, leading by 5.7 seconds. And he is just about running away with this race. Just needs to really finish the race now, and you would think he's going to bring home those maximum points.
Yeah, like I say, he just needs to have a clean race. McFarlane again doing a good job in second. Weathered the storm, didn't he, at the start there? But yeah, the real battle right now is for the final spot on the podium. Melrose not giving up on this. The Mercedes, with the way it just looks after its tyres a little bit better, starting to come back at Baker now. Whilst Baker, right at the start of the stint, was able to get back at him. Performance, rubber was good.
Yeah, it seems like he's funny because Baker let Blackhall through earlier on. Oh, I don't know if he let him through or it was a slowdown, one or the other, but yeah, it's brilliant driver now getting much closer. Melrose, can he do about Harrod? The point is, Alex, he's got to wait for turn 1 really. That's probably his only shot because the chicane, it's impossible now really into there.
Oh, sorry, it's Harrod that he's fighting, isn't he? I just saw the car, just so used to,
don't worry.
Used to it being Baker. Oh. Sorry, I'm not with it today.
We won't tell Pete. But yeah, look, he's getting a good run here. If they're breaking down to 45, 50 miles an hour for the NGK chicane, you would think that possible to have a go into there, but 100 miles an hour now, Alex, it's a completely different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to sort of fling it in there, you know, just good change of direction.
It's a nice corner actually, it's a fast corner, but it just destroys the potential for passing. Dakovic and Melcher for 8th and 9th. Charles Draycott's having a good race in 10th, he's up 10 spots in the Ferrari. Then it's Thompson. Thompson's lapping quickly, he's still 7/10 slower than Foggy though. How fast Foggy's been. White is in 12th, Smith is in 13th, Rowe on 14th, then Jack Stiles, that's probably the best race we've seen from him for a while, 15th, Michael Hall 16th. But Michael Hall's coming to the pits, he's not retiring, has he got a fast repair he has?
Right.
Something happened to Michael Hall on that lap. Bill Bedford making a bit of a to the arena section, but chasing down Dave Crozier. Don Roberts is in the field as well tonight, Mercedes. Jim Rose started second. Like he has taken a fast repair, Alex, and is out there in 24th. Nearly 23rd there.
Apologies again, just waiting for the paints to update. There was a few that were out of date, so I forced them down.
Roberts made a mistake. Rose nearly ran into the back of him. Now he goes through, Christian Rose. Then Jacobs, Malcolm, Lundgren, Rayfield, Delman, Kaiser, Phillips, Newman.
Not sure what happened to Harrod. Something happened to Harrod. He's down in 5th place now. Was this lap just gone? So let's see if we can't backtrack a little bit and see if we can find what happened.
Down behind. Going to replace Dave Baker now in front of Jake Blackhall. Team orders. Maybe team orders?
I'm not sure because he was ahead of Melrose, wasn't he? So I just lost it in the arena section as well on the Astro on the outside there.
Oh, so easy.
Yep.
So easy to do.
Loop the car.
They are slightly getting back to Melrose as well, though.
Yeah, Baker a fair bit quicker the last few laps, so 1.4 seconds is the live gap, so imagine Melrose would have lost a little bit of time there. There's a big twitch for Baker going into the hairpin.
One thing about the McLaren, though, it always looks like that the drivers are having to try quite hard to get good times out of it. It is a fast car, but you risk a lot more than you do with the Merc. Melch is still ahead of Sakovic. Gotta wonder if there's going to be a move there at some point tonight. I'll say some point tonight, sometime in the next 6 or 7 minutes.
Rowan Dawson. Dawson just going past Rowe there. So Ferrari up past. Team Madcar down to 17th.
Yeah, that's Rowe losing 2 or 3 places on this lap, so something must have happened to him. Rose has just got past Crozier.
Oh, something else. Who's this? This is Styles and Blake Hood, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are they coming together?
Let's see what that was all about.
Oh, it's exactly coming together. Oh, Blake Hood loses control. Styles can do that. Styles clash for Blake Hood. And Jack Styles had to go back to the pit lane. Alex, he's suffered quite severe damage, it looks like.
Oh, nothing worse. You're really annoyed when that sort of stuff happens as well.
Absolutely rogered there.
Especially when Ashley continues.
Dave Crozier's got a good run on Phil Bedford at the moment here. New Mercedes. Good runners, Dave Crozier. Let's see what he can do with it. Good defence from the TBR car. It's easy. Maybe a slight bit of fresh air defending, I don't know. But worked well. Roberts and Woodburn. Oh.
Gone very wide there. Unorthodox line. Just carried in a little bit. Too much speed, didn't he?
He's been doing quite a few of the wide lines so far today. Close now though. Oh, Ferrari off.
Looks like it's Rose.
Rose again, yeah. Did get up to 18th place, but that is now 24th. I'm Michael Hall, who's had a visit to the pits. Blackhall, but Harrod's trying to break the slipstream of Blackhall and weaving around the circuit. Just about going to put himself off. I know I would probably. That would probably happen to me.
Dennis Melcher and Sakovic, they're fighting it out again. In 8th place.
Not going to stop, is it? Definitely not going to stop. Oh, the Ford goes wide. He nearly goes out of control there. Still in front though. He did. Oh, and there's a Mercedes coming out from nowhere. Thompson. He's going to try. He's not, is he? No, he's wide. Going to make that one work. He appeared on the scene so quickly.
Yeah, he's got a good run here as well. Dennis is going to be under a lot of pressure.
I think Dennis is going to fight Josh, to be honest. No offence to Josh, but Dennis isn't daft. He's not going to... there's no point fighting Josh when his real battle is with Sakovic. Josh is over a second quicker than Melcher. Only 2 seconds quicker. There's no point holding himself up, battling the Merc when he's got the other Merc in his sights. Thompson's really driving aggressively. Pete Harrod's dropped Blackhall, Alex, so seems like it's going to be 4 and 5 for the race hub cars. Baker flashing his lights. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not finished yet. Got a lap to go.
The race isn't over, Dave. Trying to distract Melrose, maybe? I don't know. Melrose won't be able to see him from there. Well, he might be able to see him, but he's not going to be paying any attention to him. Let's be honest. Not with a 1.4 second lead. Foggy leads by 10 seconds from his teammate in an identical car. That is exceptional driving. No doubt they've got the same setup, a very similar setup on as well. No offence to Ross McFarlane there at all. None meant. Because he's driven very well for second place at the moment. But yeah, utter devastation.
Trojan Roberts, this is extremely close going into turn 1.
Here comes John Roberts then. He's the king of the ring, isn't he?
That's it. This is
the inside he goes, yes.
Nice.
Nice move there. Crozier will be a bit annoyed because he was catching Bedford, wasn't he? And now, unfortunately for him, he's now dropped behind Roberts. But maybe if Roberts gets a move done on Bedford, then he might be able to follow him through. Who knows? 2 quick cars chasing them as well. 3 or 4 seconds behind Michael Hall and Christian Rose. Here comes Nico Foggy around the final corner. He's going to take the victory here at the Nurburgring. Round 1 of the day goes to him.
Yeah, great drive. I think he's going to be near enough 10 seconds clear of his teammate once McFarlane gets to the start-finish line.
Here he comes. He's
but
over.
A good drive from him nonetheless. And yeah, Melrose in 3rd. Mercedes 1, 2 and 3 at what you could class as their home track. And then Baker and Harrod and Black also. Good result for the team behind.
Not a million miles away from Stuttgart, isn't it? I believe that's where their factory is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm probably going to get someone correcting me on that. Melcher did beat Sakovic, and then Draycott in 11.
Eber and Rose, this is quite good, very close.
Oh yeah, let's see then. The final corner, Rose and Rowe. Just going to get there in front of the Ferrari. Bedford and Roberts are super close as well, and Hall and Rose behind. That's a good, very, very close finish between those guys. We lost, Tom Jacobs had a nightmare on the last lap. He lost about 8 seconds. 2 minutes lap for him. Really put him down the order. Only a couple of places lost for him, but still not great. Yeah, Scott Malcolm and Josh Rayfield coming across, and they are the last men over the line. So we'll take you through the finishing order for round 1 of the evening. Nico Foggy taking the win by 10 seconds over Diogo Melrose, with David Baker in 4th, Pete Harrod in 5th, Jake Blackhall 6th, Kieran Roach 7th, and Josh Thompson in 8th. Dennis Melcher, we still need to really get a clarification on the car change for Thompson there. Dennis Melcher in 9th, Maciej Sakovic in 10th, Chaz Draycott 11th, David White 12th, 13th, Paul Smith, 14th, Ashley Blake Hood, 15th, Stephen Dawson, then Jason Rowe in 16th, Matthew Keeber 17th. Good performance from Keeber again, 15 places. Then Phil Bedford in 18th, 19th for John Roberts, 20th Dave Crozier. Then Michael Hall 21st. Christian Rose had a bit of a nightmare, 22nd. That great qualifying. Lee Woodburn in 23rd. Tom Jacobs 24th. Robert Lundgren 25th. Bart Delman in 26th. Jeroen Kaiser in 27th. He was up just inside the top 10 earlier on, Kaiser, so a bit of an issue there at some point. Dion Phillips in 28th, 29th, Scott Malcolm. Josh Rayfield in 30th. One lap down, Pete Newman 31st. And then it was only 2 retirements actually, David Witterballs and Jack Stiles. And Andy Shield didn't take the start.
Yeah, I mean, apart from obviously the that first lap where there was the incident, it was relatively clean on there, so...
Yeah, and that was just a racing incident, that one, so... You know, nothing really some of the drivers could really do about that, so...
That was one of the retirements, unfortunately, was not his fault. It was just really unlucky with Blake Hood losing control of the car.
A really big hit, didn't he? And I'm sure he'll be looking to get a bit of redemption in the second race. Unfortunately for him, though, he won't be part of the reverse grid. So, Alex, I wonder if you can tell us who indeed that's going to go to.
Yeah, let's give it a spin, and we will see. Like 24th, it might make it to 16th. No, it's not going to at all. 24th it is.
24th goes to Tom Jacobs, so he'll be putting the Limit Squad car on pole position. Lee Woodburn will be alongside. Christian Rose will be 3rd. Michael Hall will be 4th, and Dave Crozier will round out the top 5. So we'll be back very shortly for race 2 here from the Nurburgring as Apex Racing TV's coverage of the Race Hub World GT Championship continues.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
In the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to the World GT Championship on Apex Racing TV. And they said on Race Hub then, as Alex Simpson and Andrew Woodhouse bringing you the action from the Nurburgring. And Alex reverse grid time, of course. And it should be fun, shouldn't it, as they're about to set off on the rolling start.
Yep, looking forward to race 2. Bit of a reverse grid action, always fun. Bring up the grid, so it's Jacobs that's going to be on the pole position for this one. Woodburn second, Rose, Hall, just to run through them quickly. But yeah, this should be an interesting race, I think.
What are the track conditions like out there at the moment?
Yeah, well, it's a bit
better the first race.
Yeah, the sun's come out a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit slippier, I think. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But still, again, I don't think it's really going to matter too much. Of course, with again, it's just a sprint race. The tyre's going to hold on, no problem. The TC will do its business, I think, for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're right. You've got to have traction control, haven't you, mate?
Right, so Jacobs rounding the final corner, just waiting. To be honest, I'm not sure who's in second, but they're nowhere near him, and he's going to be away. And yeah, the rest of the pack are just left napping. So Tom just doing what he needs to do out there. I don't know who. Should have been lined up alongside him, but yeah, got it all kinds of wrong. Oh, we've got a blinker going into turn 1. Last thing you want, down there in the hairpin at Nurburgring. Everyone seems to have survived so far. No real issues. That's what we like to see.
It is about the worst place you can have. Yeah, a blinking car, isn't it? And looks like most people are okay. Yeah, it looks alright. Most of them have gone through. Even the middle of the pack looks like they've sorted themselves out. McFarlane and Foggy's already managed to get ahead of Baker and McFarlane and Melrose.
Well, a hell of a start there from him.
He's just unreal at the moment.
Looking like he's trying to shape up a move here. 2 Ferraris up front. Unusual for us to say that, but yeah, thanks to the reverse grid, here they are. And they've got Hall had a bit of a shocker, but he'll be quick. And Rose was quick as well in the last race. So these guys, if they can get to the, I think it passed Jacobs very quickly. I think they've got a real good chance of.
I nearly ran into him. That was a corner, of course, he spun at.
Yeah.
In race 1, caused himself all sorts of problems, didn't he? Christian Rose and Jacobs defends very late. He's still blinking Rose. Rose was on the first row after qualifying, and this time into the chicane. He's through, he just about avoids the penalty on the inside. And who's that coming through? That is...
Yeah, Hall took a full advantage of that, didn't he? You could see that Jacobs was on the wrong line, didn't get the best exit out of there at all. Got great drive and yeah, moves himself up and into second place as well. So great job from
look at this, Melcher versus Dawson versus Thompson. And he's just left the door open for Thompson as Stephen Dawson. I never understand, Alex. I know you might not be wanting to necessarily fight much with Thompson here, but I know he's going around the outside of him. Mercedes are in.
Yeah, Josh will have this, take a bit more speed. What you can say about Josh is he knows how to finish the moves off, so he gets his car alongside.
I never get though why people they defend, they go and defend the inside, but they don't ever defend all the way up to the white line.
No.
And they still allow them through. What's the point going over there if you're just going to give them the space anyway? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You've got to make them go the long way around.
That's it. If you start to close it off and squeeze it down, you've got to go got to be willing to go all the way to the white line.
You've got to go to the white line. You've got to go quickly.
Oh, who's that?
That's do it in time. That's Keeper on the inside.
Keeper, yeah, on Woodburn.
Keeper on the inside of Woodburn. Sorry, yes.
And that's of course left Smith with the run.
BMW though, he's going to struggle with the.
Have the downforce through here though,
and the grip through the Schumacher S.
Thompson taking advantage of that as well. I think even Dawson was having a little look there. Woodburn just slipping down the order right now.
Not many drivers who.
Sorry, Dawson slipping down the order.
Yeah,
Melcher round the outside. Good drive.
Yeah, Woodburn losing out to the Ford, and here comes the Mercedes of Blake Hood. Going to have a think about it, isn't he? But that chicane is So tricky now. Where's Foggy in all this? He's going to take Jason Rowe between the chicane and the last corner, and near to Diogo Melrose as well. Melrose got to try and overtake Foggy while he's coming through the traffic. I think that's the only chance he's got to win this race.
Problem for Jack Styles. Looks like he's out again. So, not sure what that was. Wonder, are you able to see what
no,
that might
probably,
have been? No.
Probably not. No. No. I've had a look. I can't get it.
No, he's not had much luck at all today. The first one with Blake Hood, just nothing to do with him. Ash just lost it. I just want to. I mean, next make a comment on the Facebook, on the YouTube thing saying driving standards bad. I don't think Ashley's driving standards were poor. He made a
mistake.
He made a mistake. And every driver does that. I've done that. Cronky's done that. Gregor's done that. People mess up sometimes.
He's not hit you.
He didn't hit
the arse on purpose.
Exactly. It wasn't a botched overtake maneuver. He just got it wrong.
Because there was no intention to make a pass there.
No.
It looked like he just lost the rear, didn't he, on the way to the corner, and then he just.
Oh, this is great. Thompson, Jacob, Smith, Geber, they're all kicking around this area. Fantastically close battling right now. Rose got 1.5.
Smith again. Smith, fantastic to the Schumacher S again. Oh, look at that. Really committed to the corner. Smith, spinner, it's Keeber. Keeber spins. Smith versus Jacobs. Down the hill. Jacobs just gives the BMW enough room. Oh, not anymore, he's not. I've just instantly jumped back to a replay, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. See exactly what happens to Keeber. Smith trying in the chicane. He can't get it done.
Yeah, we'll switch up and look at that through here.
It's all happening very quickly, mate.
Yeah, Keeper just lost the car completely on his own. Yeah. So just unforced error there, really.
Thompson for 4th place on Phil Bedford. Into turn 1. Just calmly drives the car into turn 1. Just Thompson. The braking takes that position. I can hear some contact. I can imagine it's in the first corner between Jacobs and Smith, and to my surprise, that's correct. And Smith has the advantage. He nearly gets hit there, and Jacobs and Dawson. It's not going to end well. That'll be slow down from Dawson. It is.
I'm not sure about that defending from Jacobs there. To be honest, the car was there.
Did he know he was there?
Give him the room. I don't know. It looked like he was defending. It looked like he was cutting across. It wasn't the natural line.
He has looked a little bit dicey with his defending, I must admit, so far. A little too late making these moves, I think.
2.3 seconds the lead now for Rose on Hall. Roberts has got 9/10 of a second on Thompson for 4th. I know, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Foggy, our race winner from race 1, is in there.
Jacobs, Melcher, Dawson, Blakewood, Harrod, Foggy, Woodburn, Melrose, Blackhall. Oh, slow down for Jacobs. Lost 3 places, and Blakewood's been hit by the McLaren. Is it? No. He's been hit by. Oh no! Did he just lose the rear? Let me see. I think he was going anyway, Looked like he was losing it. Oh no, he got hit by Melrose. He got hit by Melrose. Yeah. Diogo Melrose there. Turning Ashley Blakewood around.
Yeah,
definitely. With that.
Right on the corner of the rear of the car.
Just another mistake though, really, not really bad.
Thompson and Roberts into turn 1.
There's 3. Oh mate, there's loads of them in 3 wide, 4 wide.
Oh, look at that.
That's Melrose. Melrose, Foggy, round the outside is Harrod. He's made that pretty Harrod.
Yeah, a couple of places there, didn't he?
Or at least he's kept what he had. I think he's kept what he had. Now he's going in front of Jacobs. And Melrose having a look. Melrose hits the McLaren. And the 3 wide trying to avoid it. Foggy and Baker are in there. They don't want to get involved in this, really. They can help it.
They got the championship to consider, haven't they?
Especially Nico Foggy. Baker can maybe throw a bit of caution to the wind, knowing that, to be honest, he's not got a lot of chance of winning the championship at this point. No offence to Dave, but it's nearly 100 points already.
Yeah. Just on board with the
It
Northern
won
Lights.
DNF though, I suppose.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's all it
It's
takes,
all
isn't it?
the way back to what we used to say in the touring cars.
Yeah. Big picture driving. So yeah, on board with Foggy. Go through the Schumacher S.
Not many drivers have raced through a corner named after themselves. Michael Schumacher was lucky enough to do that.
Yeah.
For many years, of course. He recently celebrated his 49th birthday, Michael Schumacher.
Yeah.
Goes without saying that we wish him well here on Apex Racing TV. What just a fantastic champion, of course, and yeah, we hope, well, we wish the best for him.
Yeah, just it'd be great to see some good news, this year.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, it was
nice if
amazing
we-
when he came back to F1. Obviously, I hated him when he was driving the first time.
Yeah.
Because he was winning everything.
And he was
So-
twatting Damon Hill off left, right,
Well,
and
this
centre.
was true. And I was a big Hill fan, so.
Couldn't think of a better word to use for that. I do apologise. Jason Crowe,
Oh,
Ross McFarlane, and
I was just looking at Bedford and Smith as well.
fucking everywhere. We've got all sorts of different ones going on. Yeah, Damon Hill hated it the first time as well.
Yeah.
I don't think,
But
he
yeah,
appreciated that. Oh, Bedford making real violent turns through the arena section.
but when he come back, he just proved what kind of a legend he was, though.
Yeah, I
That
think
was the
so.
thing. So.
People sort of say, "Oh, he wasn't amazing in his comeback and whatever," but
He was.
looking in hindsight, he matched Nico Rosberg, who matched Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as people might not like me saying that, that is the truth. That is a fact. And up the inside goes Smith on Bedford. Excellent
Yeah, good
work
move.
there. And who would have, what might have happened if he'd have stuck around another couple of years? He could have won another title.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying he would have beat. Oh, dear me. Dawson and Tarrant. I think they were
Very
almost
close.
touching going through the Schumacher S. This is what we were talking about.
Melrose taking full advantage of that as well. Up the inside, they're almost three
Look at
wide
that.
again. Foggy having to go wide.
This is where this Nurburgring Grand Prix circuit comes into its own when there's reverse grid races.
Every
Oh.
corner flows into the next. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, and you can too wide. You can just go on for absolute ages. Baker had an opportunity there to get the run on Foggy. It didn't happen. Foggy trying to come back on
He's trying to
Harrod.
take the other McLaren of Harrod. Oh, it's a fast corner to try that. Mr. Foggy might not end that well. It's not going to go well, as Adam Bath would say. Speaking of Adam Bath as well, he will be back. We believe he'll be back tomorrow night for the MX-5s. He's currently working for Manchester United.
Yeah, not too shabby.
So that's a week and a bit for him, working on the FA Cup, BBC, and then working for Manchester United. I believe he's writing the match report for their website tonight. So, well, that's more than we've ever done, I think. It's around the outside goes. Trying was Pete Harrod, but Foggy gets the place.
We just checked in for a moment there with Christian Rose. There's some contact further back. This is Draycott and Rowe, I believe.
Rose will be very pleased with how this one's going, though.
Let's have a look, see
Melrose
exactly what happened.
Melrose and Foggy taking Dawson. It looks like Dawson wanted no part of those two. Baker and
What happened here? Let's have a
Harrod.
look. So Draycott up the inside of, I think that's Bart Bellman.
yeah.
Who turns the Merc ahead of him, and then Draycott really had nowhere to go. So he just stopped and waited for him to get out the way.
Have a look. Where was that?
Oh,
The
that
arena.
was,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the arena. Yeah. So, and I was just saying, we jumped on board with Rose, and it's a
Oh.
good job he is 6.8 seconds clear, because his connection is bloody awful at the moment. Blinking all over the place. You couldn't race him. So, yeah, it's a good job he's clear out front. It's getting a bit tasty as well for second place now. Thompson
Yeah.
on horse, 7/10 of a second as he comes out of the final turn.
I've got to say, I think that was very, very good driving from Chaz Draycott. Because
Yeah, just braked, didn't he, and just waited,
I mean,
was patient. He could
he
have been...
didn't have to wait there, but he did the right thing and he didn't just turn Jason Rowe around. as well he knows that that wasn't Jason Rowe's fault. Rowe got hit, and yeah, he sort of sacrificed his own race there for him, but you know, it has very good sportsmanship, fantastic really. Yeah, Hall and Thompson, what do we think then in this one? I mean, we know how good Hall is. Guys are lapping two or 3 seconds slower this in this race as well. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes all the difference. The temperature here really, with the current time.
Oh, here comes Thompson. It's going to be over into the Dunlop curve, I think.
You have to go around the outside. You know what Hall's like. He's one of the better defenders on the in the series. It's not going to make it easy for Thompson.
Hall suddenly woke up though, didn't he? As soon as Thompson was right next to him, he suddenly went, "Oh, right, there he is. Now defend the inside line." The reason why I was saying it was going to be over was that it didn't look like he was going to defend it, but this will be interesting. Like you say, one of the best defenders against, you know, like me or not for saying this, one of the best overtakers. Very Ash Sutton-like in the way he overtakes cars, whether you like that or not. It seems to work for Sutton, it seems to work for Thompson. Really feisty here, Thompson. One thing he's done a lot better, I think, in the last year or so, is he's just picking his moments now. There were times when he would have still tried to make that move work.
Yep, I agree.
In the chicane, even though it's pretty much impossible. Now he looks for a good opportunity, being turn 1. And Hall, resolute in his defence once more. Oh, the dummy! He attempts the dummy. He's losing the rear a bit. Thompson. Hall can't turn in because there's a car there. Josh Thompson. Is he going to pull off an absolute blinder of a move? I think the answer might be no. Michael Hall, just somehow.
That was a great.
I don't know how you stay in that. How you stay in the fight like Michael Hall's just done there.
That was a fantastic move. Like great little dummy from Josh there. But Hall, resolute in his defence, managed to stay in front. The battle that we were watching further back is still kicking off, but I'm going to stay with this for the moment.
He just went a little too wide in the arena, didn't he, Thompson? Trying to get that long, that big, high-angle cutback, and nearly worked. Now we go again. You're never going to go around the outside in the Dunlop curve. I don't think so, unless you're alongside on the way in. Even then, it's a big struggle. Yeah, it is still all going off behind. In fact, it's not going off so much now. The only thing that is going off is David Baker's race, because he's down to 13th place.
Oh, not sure what's happened there.
Slow down. In fact, he's worse. He's further down.
Yeah, 14th he is now.
Yeah.
So yeah, issues for him.
He was in 10th, I believe. Thompson and Hall then. Round 2, round 3, round 4, whatever it is. And all Hall needs to do here is just keep the inside, because I believe it's... I'm not going to say it's impossible to go around the outside here, but you've got to get alongside before you can think about going around the outside. Great run here. He might have gone to Coca-Cola curve. Oh! And he nearly lost it completely there. He had to react quickly. Thompson, he's got a good run now, good momentum. Hall needs to go over quicker than that to the inside. Oh, he just about cuts him off. That was borderline, but he's doing what he's having to do, Michael Hall. Thompson thought about the dummy again. Doesn't want to make a dummy of himself. Putting it in the fence though. This is a great section, Alex, when cars are close together, because there are really so many different ways of approaching it.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge amount of lines through there, especially when they're side by side as well. Trying to get a better run off. Well, yeah.
But you know how the overtaking's kind of marginal around here in terms of it's very difficult to make a pass. Now, it doesn't always look like it with these guys out there. That's just how good they are. But
I think Smith just got Roberts, by the way. Let me just have a quick look, see if that happened.
Yeah, he has. Roberts must have lost a lot of time. Roberts with a 55.5 last time round. No, that was okay. That was an okay lap. Not sure.
Ah, he lost it in coming out of the arena section. There he is. All sorts of sideways, but yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. It's on again for second. Thompson is so fast through the Schumacher S. I've no idea how he does it. It's not really a corner where you expect to make up a lot of time, but he is doing it. Great run again. If he can get to the left-hand side, he might have a chance. Oh, Hall covers it. He switches back again. Is he? This Hall's very late on the brakes. Is it too late? Yes, I think it is. Although he knows it's a short run to Coca-Cola.
Last lap.
Thompson again getting a run. Christian Rose onto the final lap. He'll be so pleased if he can pull this one off, given the fact that he made that mistake in race 1, which cost him his front row. Well, it cost him the race, and Thompson trying to find every which way he can to go through on Hall. This time he's closer, Alex. He could make this high cutback work.
Yeah, Hall just parked the car on the apex there, didn't he, to make sure there was no chance of getting the switchback happen.
He's outstanding, his Hall, isn't he?
Just seems to have an uncanny knack to know what the drivers are thinking behind him, what they're trying to line up. Really does defend well.
I like to consider myself as a good defender, and I think I've proven that on many occasions, but it pales into insignificance with what Michael Hall can do. And that's saying a fair bit, because I do rate myself highly in that one area. That's probably the one area I do rate myself highly in. And Thompson, no, he rates himself highly, and we rate him highly too.
Great drive here.
He's going to try this again. It's only Hall just taking his line. There's nothing Josh can do. Brilliant from Michael Hall. It's brilliant from both of them. Thompson trying everything to forge a path. Is he going to go around the outside? He might well do here. Going to get Massa and Alonso in 2007. Oh, no,
just
we don't.
Squeezing him a little bit. Yeah, brilliant.
It's not for the win, this, but it's extremely good. Christian Rose just has the final corner to go. He goes a bit wide, but he doesn't care. Christian Rose comes across, and he wins at the Nurburgring, and there's a contact between Thompson and Hall.
Thompson's waiting.
After all that, a collision off the chicane at the end. Thompson does wait for Hall, and he just follow him home in third. And it did nearly allow those guys behind to catch up. Smith, P4, John Roberts 5th, Dennis Melcher 6th, then Foggy in 7th ahead of Melrose, Blackhall and Harrod. That was a cracking race. Really good race. All the way through the field, it's still going as well. A bit further back. Kaiser and David White not far apart. Coming through there, Scott Malcolm.
Kaiser's car doesn't really resemble a Merc, does it?
No, it's a... No. It's been squashed a bit, it looks like. Yeah, there's not a lot left of that. Dave Crozier coming around the chicane for the last time. Here he comes. For 30th place. So if you get a full, then it will go to Dave Crozier. So put himself in a good position, even though 30th isn't brilliant. Be in a good we'll have a good advantage for race 3. And this meeting got flying by as usual. It's been great. Great viewing. Yeah, it's well, the race hub team will be extremely happy. They've taken the win in their own series. Christian Rose, you know, we thought, Alex, he might have a go at it. He might be able to mount a challenge in race 1. It didn't work. He spun off, of course. He caused a crash. Completely accidentally, of course, but in this one, he was perfect. He won by nearly 20 seconds. I know the other two crashed into each other, but still, it would have still been well over 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, he was miles clear at the end. Fantastic race from him. Yeah, he was so far up front, we really didn't show him, did we? That's the trouble.
He turned that front row start, that the pace that he showed at the front row start in qualifying, turned that into race pace, and we knew he had it in him, but had to show it, and yeah, he has now. Brilliant.
Going to see if I can get a replay of the final lap. Well, not the final lap, but the incident between Josh and and Michael, and then we'll get the standings up. But here we are.
Get the results through if you like, or do you want to do it now?
I've got it here.
Go.
So a bit of a poor line from Hall it was actually, and Josh was trying to cut back, and there was a bit of contact there, and yeah, great sportsmanship from Thompson. You know, it was definitely a mistake from Hall on the final corner. He really, you know, he was if he was done there, I think. To be honest, I think he was going to lose the place. So the contact was the only thing that really saved him. And yeah, Thompson, good fair sit there and let him regain the composure and pick up the second. So,
yeah, we've seen some fantastic sportsmanship tonight. That's one thing that I love about this league. I think everybody really does just try their best to be fair and honourable in this league. So very well done to the drivers. Keep that up for the rest of the season and beyond. Christian Rose then with the win. And you can see the results on the screen now. Michael Hall in second place. Josh Thompson third. Fourth for Paul Smith. He's going to be happy with that after spinning race one. John Roberts, King of the Ring, in fifth. And Dennis Melcher in sixth. Seventh for Nico Foggy. He really did. It was really that first lap that did it for him in terms of beating his championship rivals. Diogo Melro in 8th, Jake Blackhall 9th. 10th place went to Pete Harrod in the end. Two McLarens faded badly at the end. Ross McFarlane in 11th. Bill Bedford in 12th. 13th for Stephen Dawson. Bart Dowman in 14th. David Baker only 15th after being a lot higher up the field than that. Maciek Sakovic in 16th. Matthew Keeber 17th. Ben Gregory 18th. Good performance by Gregory. We didn't see anything of him really, but 16 places gained indicates that he's going to have some pace for the final race. Jazz Draycott in 19th place after the crash with Jason Rowe. Lee Woodburn in 20th. Pete Newman 21st. 22nd for Davey Vitterbols. Tom Jacobs started on the pole and finished 23rd. Josh Rayfield 24th. Jason Rowe in 25th. He was hit by Diogo Melro. Kieran Roach in... might have been Dowman, sorry. I think it was Dowman, not Melro. Is that right, Alex? That was right, was it? I don't think it was Melro, was it? Jason Rowe one. No, Melro was...
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That was a different... That was an earlier one, wasn't it? Kieran Roach in 26th. Jeroen Kaiser 27th. 28th. David White 29th. Scott Malcolm. Dave Crozier 30th. And then the retirements were Robert Lundgren, Ashley Blakehood, Dion Phillips, and Jack Stiles. Right, yeah. Wheel of Fortune time.
Yeah, great race. A lot of people watching that might not have watched before, thinking that it's all over and done with. Well, it's not. We've got one more race to go. We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to see who is going to be reversed onto the pole position, and then we'll go at it all again after a short little recess. So, bring the wheel up, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Just like Mark Henry, we've got a lot left in the tank tonight, so we've got one more race to go. We don't have the salmon suit or the dreadlocks, but you know, it could be arranged for the future, maybe. Alex.
Oh, jeez. Well, it's a full, basically 34, so it's a full reverse. It didn't quite tick over to 26. So yeah, who's that going to be?
The full is Mr. David Crozier, who goes on to pole position. So team principal, I believe, in the on the front row with Scott Malcolm alongside him. We could see Scott at the front. David White gets the Audi into third, with Jeroen Kaiser in fourth, and Kieran Roach in fifth. So it's all to play for then in the final race of the evening here in the World GT Championship, sponsored by Race Hub here on Apex Racing TV, and we will return in about 10 minutes for the next one.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Final round of the evening in the Race Hub World GT Championship, and the Nurburgring hopefully will bring us another exciting race. Andrew Woodhouse alongside iRacing Pro Series driver Alex Simpson and Blancpain World Championship driver as well. Alex, that's probably more appropriate for today. You've raced here, haven't you? And in those cars, and
I have.
you know, it's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great one. The last race of the season, obviously last year, was here. I was given the car with what, 2 incident points left or something like that. Otherwise, we'd have had a drive through. I think I was in like after we were bumped and bashed about. I was what, 24th, something like that. I think no, 25th. I think I brought home about 18th or 17th, something like that. And yeah, retained the license. So a good drive, no incidents. So can be done.
And of course, isn't this the track where Martin Kroenke clinched the World Championship? Is that right?
I believe it was. Yeah, I believe it was. So
a lot of recent history in this track in sim racing, and we saw a world's fastest gamer race here potentially as well. I can't remember.
I do believe we did.
All that's gone on so sort of long. It feels like it's so long ago. But yeah, that's what this track brings you. It's one that people like to put this track on the calendar. It's very, very fun indeed. And I'm going to be controversial now. I've been driven around the Nordschleife. I think this is better track for much better track for racing.
Oh, hands down. Yeah, hands down.
And it's more enjoyable to me to watch a race here, as I think it's terrific. Dave Crozier then. He's on pole. Scott Malcolm alongside him, and he's just going. Dave Crozier, Malcolm asleep completely. Oh, Kaiser and White. That would have been an almighty one, and it still might be.
I'm not sure what everyone's been doing in that second row.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Kaiser into Malcolm, into White. It's gone off the track, thank goodness. That would have been a massive pile-up. Oh, Phil Bedford hits Malcolm as well, but those two cars went off the racing line, otherwise we would have had an almighty pile-up.
We'll bookmark that. We'll take a little look at that at the end of the race, I think, because first lap always interesting. Don't want to jump straight to a replay.
Kaiser getting the elbows out like another Dutchman, Alistair Overeem, on that one. And, oh dear, that was Stephen Dawson going into the back of Lee Woodburn. 2 Ferraris clashing. To the Dunlop curve they go. Alex, do you think that they will take another look at the BOP after the Blancpain Series finishes?
The qualify, yeah, guarantee.
Qualifying races?
Yeah, it's not great. I'm pretty sure they will do.
There's nothing wrong with the Mercedes at all, but it's I think that's the problem. There's nothing wrong with it. Crozier and Kaiser then. Team Madder 1-2 at the minute. Kaiser might be off to see the stewards, but not really going to start blaming anyone. I need to see the replay. What did you make of it? And you're going to see that in a minute,
later on, I'm afraid, yeah.
Kaiser's going to have a look at Crozier. Crozier's going to just let him go. So he lets Kaiser through. Kaiser, a former winner in the BSR TC, and now he's got the Audi of, Crozier has the Audi of Davy Whitterballs right behind him, with Kieran Roach not far behind in another Mercedes. Whitterballs trying to go around the outside of Crozier. Has he made it? Yes, is the answer. Oh my word! That was so close. Oh, and that's mega close in the hairpin as well. Oh, is there actually a crash? Jack Stiles and Dion Phillips are pretty close. Very slow Mercedes. It looks like Thompson. Thompson very slow. What's happened? Josh Thompson.
Yeah, down 29th. So
he's had a collision with the McLaren.
I'd imagine something's happened.
97 Blackhole.
Oh, it's more collisions as well. Kiva, and I'm not sure who else it is. Definitely involved in something. Just recovering back to the track. Let's have a little look.
Can't see. Oh, it might be Woodburn. Green Ferrari. It's Woodburn or Phillips. Yeah, it's Woodburn. Melcher is side by side with one of the Mercedes in the Schumacher S, side by side with Foggy actually. Dennis Melcher, German driver. Around the outside of him is Michael Hall. Got a taste from the front of the race in race 2. Quite a way down the order at the minute, but Hall looking to make his way through. And then just above, in front of them, is Almighty Scrap. Again, I've used Almighty about 4 times so far. Who's off there? One of the Limit Squad cars off. And it was Rayfield? Josh Rayfield, just avoiding the chicane altogether, Alex. Didn't fancy it that time, maybe.
Yeah, unfortunately I missed that. Didn't really catch what was going on there, so apologies. But something we could probably pick back on as well.
Alright, but there is a battle for the lead going on.
Yeah, to be tense to say, that was what I just jumped to, and I'm just seeing Melrose and Dawson. And I get that Jamie, watching the stream, desperately wants someone to hit Melrose tonight. Just so we can say it.
Ah, well. Melrose hitting someone else. Does that count?
Yeah, well...
I don't know. I mean,
sure.
I can still say he's collided with Melrose. There you go.
He'll be happy. That's all he wanted.
I think, yeah, that'll be the end of him.
Ooh.
Oh, somebody's collided with someone. Who that was? I heard it.
Yeah, I don't know where it was.
Foggy versus Blackwell, that could get quite good. Oh, just get me. Not in very well as well.
Oh, who's that slow? No one actually in the end. Just
Who's that slow? Me.
It was actually Sakovic. He was a little slow, and Tom Jacobs did get the run, and then of course he was left out on the outside line through the Schumacher S. Lost a few more places. Jacobs now. Sorry, it's Draycott and Melrose side by side ahead.
And McFarlane's just ahead of Melrose. Interesting to see if Diogo can stay with the Northern Lights racing car. At the front though, it's Kaiser from Witterballs, and then it's Roach, Crozier.
Oh,
and
Foggy
White.
around. What's gone on to our championship leader? As we said, DNF can creep in anywhere.
Yes,
One of the McLarens that he was fighting.
That will be it's Pete Harrod.
I've got a good run. Wrong
It's a
side.
tough corner, isn't it? A really tough corner to go side by side. We've said that all night.
Yeah, extremely. Both of them go out actually, didn't they? There, so Harrod
I'm not really sure who's at fault there. I don't know if there is any fault.
almost does a good J-turn, not quite.
Almost.
Yeah, better than Smolensky's, that's for sure.
Better than Plumley's one at Montreal as well. Sorry, Rob, if you're watching, but it was a bad one. It was a J10 in front wheel drive car, which I don't think ever was really going to go that well, do you? That was
Dakovic on Blackwell, I think.
Yeah, and in front of them is Jacobs, and I wonder if he sort of hit Blackwell into Jacobs. Blackwell's going on the inside to Dunlop. That was nice and easy for the Australian. Although, whoa, that wasn't easy for Sakovic, was it? Here comes Hall into the Schumacher chicane. Oh no! Oh, those two nearly came to grief through there.
Sakovic is just not having much fun out there at the minute. Just keeps making little contacts through the Schumacher S and just losing a handful of places every time he does it. So
Keeps getting sandwiched, but it's not particularly magic, is it?
no.
Thompson and Melcher. What is Melcher doing? He's on the grass in the 4GT. Thompson, Melcher, and Smith with Christian Rosebeer. Melcher's going up the inside of the Mercedes into the chicane. Have a bit of that.
That 4-power. Josh obviously suffering with a little bit of aero damage. You can see it.
That's American muscle for you then.
That's it. Yeah, that Ford power.
I mean, it's powered by a Victorian steam engine, isn't it? That thing, but Dennis Melcher, he manages to do it. Oh well, what's that going on in the first corner?
Late on the brakes for Thompson. He's back up the inside. He's missed the corner by a fair way, mind you. Loses the place instantly.
expecting that nonsense in front of them as well? Jacob, Sakovic, Draycott and
I've not.
Stephen Dawson.
The front's getting a bit tasty as well.
It's all getting
Kieran
a
Roach,
bit
he's
close.
closing in. We're going to have a three-way battle for the lead before long. McFarlane and Crozier. Melrose up the inside of McFarlane.
Kaiser can't shake the Audi of Witterballs. Kieran Roach just needs to get within touching distance and make it a three-way battle. Pete Newman's in fourth. Pete up there. Excuse me. Crozier and McFarlane scrap, and Diogo Melrose just in front of them too. Baker going to do about Bart Dellman. Baker is in 6th place, Alex, of course.
Yeah, good run for him. We'll catch a bunch of points up on Foggy this time.
Where is Foggy? 22nd.
Still out there, he didn't retire. That's the important thing, I think.
Not 21st. No, he's actually got past Pete Harrod. They're running right next to each other on the circuit. They crashed into each other.
Front three. Davey, very close this time. Good final sector, closes in a couple of tenths of a second. And but it's he's
having a go. Inside in the Ponty Motorsports Audi, and it was worth a try, wasn't it?
You're right. I think it was worth a try.
Don't really
just couldn't
lose too much
get
doing
it
that.
stopped, could he?
No.
Kieran right on their tails now as well.
That was a good attempt anyway. You might as well have a go. The Belgian driver trying to overtake the Dutchman in Germany. Work that one out. Roach is in third.
Dawson, Draycott, Melcher. Look at this.
Oh man,
Ahead of them as well. Sakovic.
this is not going to go.
Jacobs.
This really isn't going to go well. It seriously isn't, is it?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh dear.
Oh, look, they're even Smith and Rose have joined the party.
I've seen
two
the
wide
one
action behind.
I've seen the one that will bring balance to the race. It'll be a big pile-up. It will happen very soon, I think.
This is for 13th place, just for everyone who's watching.
Don't get us started with the Star Wars references. It probably won't stop, to be fair. Oh, Harrod and Foggy through the Schumacher S. That's Duel of the Fates right there, I think. Whose fate is it going to be? What sort of fate will receive these two? Foggy through. Now, after Sakovic and Rose, but Rose, of course, did qualify second for race 1 and win race 2. He's not going to be easy to get by. And it's the BMW of Smith.
To the front, Andrew. Head to the front.
To the
right
front.
now.
There's all sorts going on. Oh, we're nearly 3 wide down the main straight. It's not out of the question, Alex, that the Dowman, Baker, Melrose battle might catch this lot if they keep fighting. Still got, what, 9 minutes? What have we got left?
8 minutes.
8 minutes. It's possible that they could catch, if they go a second a lap, they might catch these guys. Close. They keep fighting away. 153.3 for Kaiser. You look at Pete Newman, 152.2. Dowman the same. Baker 151.9 and Melrose 51.3. McFarlane 51.7. So nearly 2 seconds a lap for those guys. They have to keep thinking about, that big picture driving. Might be worth just sitting behind your own Kaiser, maybe not attacking him now, or maybe attacking him now. Oh, and he does attack him, and he does assault the Dutchman. And
Kaiser just recovers in front of the traffic as well. He's lost the place to Newman, but rejoins in 4th. He won't be happy with that.
Well, the Belgian absolutely waffled him, didn't he?
Completely and utterly.
You apologise for that one. I'm sorry, not sorry. I think on that one. Dowman ahead of Baker, the Belgian driver. it might close up. It really might. Kieran Roach, see what he can do. He make a move. The Audi seems to suit this circuit though. I mean, it's... The curbs aren't really much of a factor here, are they? So the Audi doesn't seem to mind it too much. Yeah,
that's close behind. That's Baker, Delman, Kaiser again.
Bart's gone a bit wide. Delman gathers it all up. Baker's trying the outside line. He has to give the space now. Here comes Melro, and there goes Ross McFarlane. Delman using all the circuit, every last inch of it. Reminds me of the Super GT race we did here back in the day, Alex.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Always that corner, you have to really be on the edge. Use everything.
Melro up the inside of McFarlane.
Newman spun. Third place man, Pete Newman, dropped down behind this entire group now.
I think he was on his own.
Oh, crash!
Oh
it's
no.
Melro! Melro has gone at the Schumacher race. He's collided with McFarlane. And I think McFarlane may have just been trying. Let's have a look. Oh, it's just... I don't know what you mean with that, Alex, but it was it's just a bit unfortunate. I think that's all you can really say to that.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Just real hard racing out there.
Yeah.
No one giving at all. It was
close.
There. Yeah.
It was super close. Man, finish we're going to have here, I'm sure. Last 5 minutes here in the World GT Championship then at the Nurburgring.
Just want to point out to the drivers when they watch this back as well, we will be on Discord next week. Just yeah, we had some late-minute drama, didn't we? We couldn't quite get ourselves set up with that. But,
yeah, we did. Stuff so really wasn't working, was it?
No. So we will be able to do interviews on there as well. But for tonight, yep, it's on TeamSpeak. For any of the team members that are watching, that can tell the drivers where to come at the end of this one. Right, this is getting tasty. Kieran really putting the pressure on now. Davey having to make sure he nails his exits.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that. And it's going to be really interesting because don't believe that either of these men have won a race so far this season. It's going to come down to who can handle the pressure. They've got nearly 6 seconds on the chasing pack, but they now don't really need to worry about time, about lap time. Within reason, of course, but they just need to worry about the driver next to them. What they're going to do. It doesn't seem like Roach ever gets a particularly good run off the final corner.
No, never, and that seems to be the problem. Oh, Roberts round the outside of the chicane. Has he got it done? I think he has. There's no slowdown, and Sakovic trying to fight back on the inside corner. Roberts running just a little bit wide. He'll get the better exit, but this battle's not over and done with.
Roach nearly ran into the Vitterballs that time.
Roberts actually got a much better exit there, so pulls away. What's going on? We've got 2.5 minutes to go. A couple of laps left of this one. Also a good battle going on between Newman, McFarlane and Blackhall. Those three very close to each other, just ahead of them. Seen a bit of smoke as well from Delman and Baker. Newman!
In the gravel.
Oh, he needs to get the car turned around.
Traction control.
Yeah.
Traction control. What have we said all season?
Map a button. Map a button.
Turn it off.
Get it turned off when you want to do those spin recoveries.
Pete has only just recovered from that. Right then. Oh, side by side, Melrose and Rosier. Melrose gets through. The Witterballs leads. Roach second. Third is Kaiser. Fourth is Dave Baker. Fifth is Bart Dowman. Sixth is Ross McFarlane. Dick Blackwell in seventh. Eighth, Michael Hall. Ninth, Christian Rose. And 10th, Diogo Melrose.
Here we go then, final lap of the race. Bit of margin now for Davey.
How has Melrose survived going off at 150 miles an hour?
I don't really know, because I thought he was buried in the wall. He's still in the top 10.
Yeah. They must have had a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
All I can think of. He wasn't even right at the front, so either that or he's just been very, very quick. What did he do last time round? 52.0 he did though last time round.
And he's been quick. He's been quick all season, actually.
Yeah. It's been 3 or 4 laps since he crashed as well, so maybe he's just getting all that back up there. We just can't seem to put it all together in one meeting like some of the others can. Witterballs then. I think he's broken Kieran Roach. The last couple of laps he just seems to have really got his head down. He's looking smooth out there, the Audi R8 looking quick, looking balanced. Just half a lap to go for him. Might be right. I don't actually know if that's right. We might get another one in.
No way. 11 seconds to go.
Thought it would be close. Short pace lap here though, isn't it, compared to some of the other ones, of course.
That's it, yeah.
We had 4 pace laps last time, didn't we? So at certain places we had 3 or 4 minutes on the pace lap. The time has expired. As Kieran Roach's chances expired. Davey Witterballs in the Audi just got the long pan chicane, then the final corner Coca-Cola curve to come. There he goes then through the very fast left right, nearly 100 miles an hour, then through the final corner, nice and tidy. And you're going to take the win from here. Davey Witterballs flashes the lights in delight. He comes across and he wins race 3. Kieran Roach in second. What's going to happen? Oh, that's close. Kaiser ahead of Baker. And Darman, McFarlane, Blackhall.
Oh, Draycott's very close to Rowe here. Rowe having to defend into the final corner.
That's going to nail that exit. Just can't get past Jason Rowe. Good driving. Paul Smith did well to get 14th. Very good drive indeed.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, Newman's had something again.
Foggy as well, loses a place. He's got problems. Might even be 2 by the time we get to the start-finish line. It is.
Have a look. No, he did beat Phil Bedford to the line, Alex. Just, yeah, it was the first line. Newman, what happened to Newman?
I'm not sure. White and I think that was Scott Malcolm. Malcolm obviously with some issues, going very slow on the final lap.
Be fuel related. Yeah, that doesn't look good out there, that Ferrari. White coming through then. Melcher and Jacobs really the only 2. Oh, was Jacobs finished, has he? Can't tell, to be honest.
Yeah, he's finished.
Melcher coming through then. He's going to take the final place. 28th it's going to be for him. Fantastic stuff, really. All night in the World Ts, we've had a cracking night's action, and to take you through the finishing order then for the final time tonight, Davey Witterballs takes the win. I'm just checking. I believe it is his first win of the season. Need to grab the stats sheet for that, and yeah, it is. He had been on the podium before. He was on the podium in. Where's that? Monza. But in race 1 actually. But yeah, nothing since then really. But taking the win here, he'll be very, very pleased with that. Kieran Roach in 2nd place. Jeroen Kaiser in 3rd. David Baker in 4th. 5th with Bart Delman. Ross McFarlane in 6th. Jake Blackhall 7th. Michael Hall in 8th. Christian Rose in 9th. Diogo Melro in 10th. Dave Crozier 11th. Jason Rowe 12th. 13th. Chaz Draycott. 14th. Paul Smith. 15th. John Roberts. 16th. Maciek Sakovic. Pete Harrod in 17th. Stephen Dawson 18th. 19th. Lee Woodburn. And Nico Foggy, championship leader, he did drop quite a lot of points in that race. 20th. Phil Bedford 21st. Jack Stiles 22nd. Pete Newman 23rd. He had a bit of a nightmare in the second half of the race after running so well. He was up in 4th for most of it. Matthew Keeper 24th, and then Josh Rayfield 25th, David White 26th, Scott Malcolm 27th, 28th, Dennis Melcher, then Tom Jacobs in 29th, Josh Thompson 30th, 31st, Ian Phillips, and Robert Lundgren 32nd. Right then, Alex, that is just about all we've got time for tonight. But just before we go, just give us a bit of a sum up of that meeting. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did say we'd have a quick chat with a couple of the guys because we're not on Discord. So Josh is in there. He's had a good meeting.
Oh.
So let's have a quick little chat to him, and then then we'll wrap up.
Has he had a good meeting? I don't.
Well, yeah, he had a great race. I think in race 2. Well, here he is, Mr. Thompson.
Hello.
How did you fare your meeting? Good meeting? Did you have fun out there? I think from a fun point of view, it looked like you had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, well obviously switched to the Merc and that helped a lot. So that was quite interesting. Yeah, race 1 had to come through from the back because obviously I got a penalty for switching the car, but I knew that was happening. So obviously I had to come through that, and then race 2 had an absolute blast race with Michael, which is was really good. Like I didn't expect it. And obviously a little bit of contact, and I was like, you know what, I'll let him have it because it was such a good race. Like nothing bad happened. So yeah, overall good meeting.
How does your driving style change in the Mercedes compared to the BMW? Are the different things that you found yourself doing in this car compared to the other one?
I feel like I could push the car a lot more. Like in race 1, you saw on the broadcast, I was like pushing it quite a lot. I was just seeing what limits I could push to in that car. Obviously, I've not driven it all for a good month, 2-3 months now. Obviously, just been focused on the BMW, but no, it was actually quite good. I think it suited my driving more, to be honest, because I could throw it in late on the brakes, hold it, no problem. And the rotation stuff was actually quite good, which actually shocked me at this track. So
pretty big, isn't it? It's a pretty big car compared to the BMW.
I think all I changed was maybe the diff once or twice. That was it, really. So I was quite happy overall with how the pace was.
Good.
Game, I think. For next season now, when I do next season, I think I'll be able to give Foggy a good run. I was managed to race against him no problem at all in the final race.
I think going into Le Mans then, you'll feel like you're in a much better position than what you were in if you'd have been driving the BMW there, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I actually might have a chance now. I was actually debating whether or not to even do the last round at Le Mans because I didn't know if there was going to be actually any point in me doing it, because if I was in the BMW, I know I wasn't able to win or anything, so in a way Le Mans was quite good because I can test a few things for the 24 unless the car changes again, but I'll just get some testing done. That's also a reason why I raced the Merc this week. Obviously, with one of the teams being close to qualifying a Blancpain, I was like, you know what, I'll give the sets a good run, and yeah, they were pretty good.
Right, well done for race 2 as well, and then and we'll see you no doubt through the week this week. You'll be about for some of the ones, won't you?
And Thursday, so
yeah, exactly. So.
Alright, see you later, guys.
Alright, mate, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's always good to speak to Josh. He's got a very honest perspective on the action, and yeah, Alex, we got anybody else? Or
No, it looks like that's it actually in the end. So,
right.
well, I mean, yeah, it was a good meeting all round.
Indeed, it was.
looking forward to the final round of the championship, Le Mans. 90-minute race. That should be really exciting. So,
and we also need to point out that this isn't all for the action on Apex Racing TV. Well, technically it is for tonight, but at 1:30 AM, we will be bringing you another series of the Rickmatech Sports Car Series. So please join us for that. We are at Daytona, I believe.
We are at the Daytona. That's correct.
Get confused. We're doing so many series at the moment. Yeah, we're at Daytona for round 1 of the Rickmatech Sports Car Series. One of the best driven, best run and most exciting leagues on iRacing. So please join us for that. Speaking of well-run leagues, this was really a fantastic competition tonight here at the Nurburgring. And
can I just interrupt you and just say I really hope what we've been talking about on the chat with this LAN event where we can try and organise it so we have like a group of drivers down at Race Hub at Brands Hatch while we're on next season at some point. Because I've said, we should come down and do the live stream from down there, so we're all together. And live stream the streaming of the event and everything. You know,
go and do proper interviews. That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be epic. I really want to see that. Yeah, if we can make that happen, I think that would be be amazing. And
then, very very interesting.
And then maybe a cheeky little sesh afterwards as well.
We can't ignore that, can we?
Would be good. So yeah, come on, Matt, make it happen.
All right, well
down there.
Hey, look, that'll be something great for the future. Thanks to Race Hub, of course, for sponsoring the series. Thanks to Alex for the cameras, and thank you to all the drivers for providing a great night's entertainment. So go and do what you need to do. Have some supper, maybe even have a nap or whatever. If you're brave enough, come and join us at 1:30 in the morning, and come feel our pain, and come and watch the Rick Protect Sports Car series, because I can guarantee you that no matter how tired you are, that will wake you up. Fantastic series, and we look forward to bringing it to you. So from all of us here at Apex Racing TV, it's good night, and we'll see you in about 3 hours' time.